Welcome back to Tibbs Farm. I'm Tibbs, and guess who is out? Go figure, the mini pigs. Really starting to get annoying, because not only have I increased their food in the morning whenever I feed them, I've also added an additional feeding time just before I leave for work. So their feed cost has increased even more. Yeah, they gotta go. No more questions about it. They just gotta go. And they're actually getting into the duck feed. They got the chickens out and got into their feed. So, yep, they gotta go. And back to everyone's favorite, the goats. Yesterday, I did go and fluff out some of that green that I had all in a giant pile, and it does look like it worked a little bit. So as we see the stuff right here on the edge, I don't know how well it's showing up. Now you can see this area over here. Not so much this area here. Let me move. Get it. Yeah, you can't really see that. But you can see this on the edge right here. The goats definitely hit it up a lot better than they were while I was up in the pile. So I'll probably have to pull that out, pull some of this other stuff down. They hit this up already decent. I knocked that stuff down. Oh, I guess the goats don't realize that they're not electric right now. So let's see if I can. Ooh, yep. That's the one benefit of it not being constant hot, is as long as you don't touch it for too long, you can grab it without getting zapped. As long as you don't grab whenever it's zapping. And yes, you gotta check the perimeter every so often, make sure stuff like that doesn't happen so you're not grounding out. Because if you start grounding out, then you're not actually electrifying the fence, you're electrifying the ground. And the goats, if they learn, they'll get out. Or if you have predators, they can get in. So I'll clean this up a little bit, get more greens available to them to eat. I did notice that they're hazed down a little bit. I'll have to top that off today. The pigs, I think they're a lost cause. That's all right. You live, you learn. They were free, and I think we now figured out why they were free. Not all free animals are a good animal or a good deal. Sometimes a lemon's a lemon. And with that, we'll probably be making lemonade here soon. Barb's Country Home was asking about chickens laying eggs. Chickens are actually a little too young, with the exception of our silkies. They started laying just before the temperature started dropping. But our ducks are much older. And this right here, her name is Chunk. She lays eggs about the size of goose eggs. It's actually kind of funny. She's a pekin. Mrs. Tibbs originally said she absolutely hates pekins. Chunk has a name. Chunk has skipped the going off to camp, good old freezer camp, a couple times now. She's kind of become a little bit of Mrs. Tibbs' mascots of her duck quackery. And we actually got Chunk some relatives, I guess you could say. These four right here, jumbo pekins, they just starting to get their big people feathers in. They typically stay together, all four of them. Every so often, one of them, I haven't been able to identify which one, sometimes wanders off with these two silver Swedish. I don't know all the ducks, all the different breeds. I can identify the silver Swedish by the blue beaks. We had some blue Swedish also. I want to say we may have had a couple black Swedish, but we do have a couple aerial predators that have slowly picked off some of our herd, even with the dogs out. The little chickens have actually learned that whenever Knox, our Great Pyrenees, starts barking, it's wise for them to seek shelter in their little dog pen that they have as a chicken house. We'll need to go and make a winterized chicken house here probably this weekend. Fortunately, it's a 4-day weekend for me, so that's nice. Mama pigs are out. It's breakfast time. They haven't got their feed yet, so maybe we can sneak up and get some footage of the babies. Or it might be a little too chilly for them. Or I have a camera out and they don't want to be seen. I'm going to go with the latter of all of those. They know I have a camera out and they don't want to be seen. Well, let's get to the chore. Oh, actually, I have been informed by Mrs. Tibbs that we have names. We already knew of Crispy, Mr. Bacon himself, but his sisters, they didn't have names. So, I've been informed that we now have Sophie, and if I recall correctly, this lovely lady is named Rose. Mrs. Tibbs says her color pattern makes her look like a cartoon character, and the littlest Tibbs absolutely loves the cartoon Masha and the Bear, and the pig on their's name is Rosie, so if we have a cartoon looking pig, why not name it after a cartoon, I guess. So, guess it's time for me to get to feeding all these and get back to you whenever I'm done. I just got done clearing up as much as I comfortably felt safe to do so the ground down around the Widowmaker that made me change plans on where I was setting my pen up this week. I think I got a better shot at looking at the Widowmaker. Still trying to figure out how to bring it down safely. We have these two trees right here. That one and that one. There we go. The one on the left is healthy. The one on the right is dead. As we go up, we can see that the dead tree dropped a giant branch into the live tree, and we now have what is known as a Widowmaker. I'm trying to figure out how to safely bring this thing down without dropping the live tree. I can't think of any other way, and that's actually why I cleared up a bunch of this brush. I'll probably let this die down some, rake it out some, to give myself a safe egress when the time comes to fell that live tree and the dead tree. So if anyone has any comments on how to possibly keep the live tree up and get the Widowmaker out, I'd appreciate that. That's gonna wrap it up for today. I want to wish y'all a happy Thanksgiving. And as always, have a good day.